What's up? My name is Eric Butler. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back, and from the New York Post, nearly 6,000 U.S. public schools hide child's gender status from parents. Now, I don't even know what this means, gender status. It's completely fake. It's all made up. But why would you want to hide that from parents, right? You should be very proud of this, right? They have an entire month called Pride Month. So you should be proud. You should be telling the parents. And what else is it that they are hiding from parents? Right? I mean, would you hide the fact that little Timmy got an A on a math test? Would you hide the fact that he wrote a brilliant essay? Would you hide the fact that he scored 20 points in a basketball game or hit a home run or ran the fastest mile? Would you hide any of that? No. Would you hide the fact that he skipped class? Would you hide the fact that he got into a fight at school? No, you wouldn't hide any of that. But for some reason, you want to hide their gender identity, their gender status that the teachers and some parents, unfortunately, have foisted onto the kids. Now, in the case of the parents doing it, obviously, they already know about it. But if the blue-haired, weirdo, confused teachers are doing it, then we're just going to hide it, right? I mean, this is absolutely insane. It goes without saying, but you don't let a kid drink beer. You don't let him get tattoos. You don't let him smoke. There's a laundry list of things you don't let a kid. You don't even let a kid drive a car. But for some strange reason, they are able to keep their sexual identity private from their own parents. And is it because this corrupt establishment, these teachers' unions, whatever it is, want to not only gain control of the student and eventually have them on a lifelong regimen of pharmaceuticals and drive a wedge between the kid and the parent? Is that why? I don't know. They say more than 3.2 million U.S. public school students are covered by guidance that blocks parents from knowing whether their child identifies as a different gender in the classroom, which could become federal policy if President Biden's Title IX proposals are approved in May, which I don't know. It looks like that might be on track to be approved. Who really knows at this point? But these people are absolutely disgusting, right? And this is why Joe Biden will take an interview with Cardi B, who doesn't really have anything to do with the gender stuff, but is a pretty despicable degenerate. And of course, notoriously took an interview with Dylan Mulvaney, which is a man wearing woman face. Like I always say, everybody knows this. Why is it okay for a man to dress up in a caricature as a woman, but it's not okay for a white woman to wear braids in her hair? At least 168 districts governing 5,904 schools nationwide have rules on the books that prevent faculty and staff from disclosing to parents a student's gender status without that student's permission. So they've completely flipped it upside down. The inmates are running the asylum, right? Oh, well, you need the student's permission to tell the parents? That would be like saying, you know what, teach, I'm going to go ahead and skip class today, and I'm going to ask you not to tell my parents, and if you do, you're going to get in trouble. It's all completely backwards, but that is par for the course in the backwards, bizarro clown world. According to a list compiled by the conservative group Parents Defending Education, okay? The 3,268,752 students affected by such policies go to class in all kinds of districts, large and small, affluent and poor, urban and rural, red and blue, stretching from North Carolina to Alaska. The non-comprehensive list includes two of the largest school districts in the country, Chicago Public Schools and Los Angeles Unified School District, along with other city jurisdictions like D.C., Baltimore, San Francisco, of course, Portland, Seattle, districts from deep blue university towns, Berkeley, Palo Alto, New Haven, Iowa City, Ann Arbor, Hanover, Durham, Madison. Madison, Wisconsin, for the record, is crazy, which I learned during the Summer of Love. Anyhow, appear on the list, as do 11 districts in deep red Idaho, in purple Pennsylvania, and 7 in Virginia, where Republican Glenn Youngkin was elected in 2021, in part on a platform of giving parents a bigger say in their child's education. What I don't even understand that either. A bigger say. Like, yeah, I guess, yeah, teachers have some responsibility, of course, but it should be all, like, the parents should make up what, okay, look, I don't have kids, so I can't say for sure, but the parents should have a huge say, right? I mean, and it wouldn't even need to be like this if the teachers hadn't gone off the complete deep end for the most part, right? With the radical political establishment that wants to confuse kids for whatever reason, right? Whether it's control, whether it's the farm mafia, whatever it might be, The parents, yes, of course, for them to say they should have a bigger role, they should get a say in literally everything, right? They're paying the salaries of these public school teachers by way of taxes, I assume. They should, and if they don't want to, they can opt out, right? But they should be giving an opinion on literally everything. And maybe that's how it goes in some places. I don't really know, but yes, they should have a bigger say, right? Like every year or two, they should get the curriculum and get and issue feedback, right? And go from there. Maybe I'll run for office, right? 3 New York school districts appear on the list: Buffalo City, Brighton, outside of Rochester, and Lake George, Adirondacks, blah, blah, blah. 9 districts on the list are located in New Jersey. Look, now they're going into all the details of it, but the point is, look, and here's the flag. Yikes. That is like, I mean, this is, it's just creepy. Like, this is their rallying cry. Like, you will obey us, right? Right now, we are quite literally in Women's History Month. We just passed International Women's Day, and they're celebrating by giving awards, which are useless anyway. It doesn't matter who wins, man or woman. It's all complete nonsense political theater. But they're giving Women's Day awards to men to force you into submission. And if you question the insanity, then you will be laughed out the room and called a bigot and all sorts of other things. It just never stops. Despite the legal controversy, the Biden administration proposed new Title IX regulations in July 2022 that would allow school district employees across America to withhold gender information from parents, setting up a potential battle between the federal government and red states. But again, why are you hiding this? In June, you call it Pride Month. You should be all proud. You should be, if you really believed this, then you should get on the horn with the parents the minute that one of your little 10 or 12-year-olds starts spewing this gender confusion nonsense, but you won't, because you know it's all a manipulation, power control game, right? You should get on, if you were so proud of it, it should be like getting an A, but it's not, because they know exactly what they're doing. And it's really disgusting, right? I couldn't even imagine what it's like. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. I blame Twitter, right? A decade or so ago, 10, 12, maybe 15 years ago, this all changed, because I promise you, when I was in school, there was not even an inkling of this nonsense. It didn't make any sense. Even when I was in college, when I was young, in college, in San Francisco of all places, yeah, there were gay guys, yeah, there were drag queens, but none of them were forcing you to believe that they were actually a woman. It didn't make any sense. Everybody knew it, but somehow, with the advent of social media, people can astroturf these agendas and make you think that you're in the minority, but I guarantee you there are more rational, sane people who are not buying this nonsense than the tiny fraction of a percentage of people who are trying to force you to live in a delusion. So, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe.